Now I'm ready.
Are you okay?
I'm alright. I'm feeling good. Shoo-do-do-do-do. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
See.
Alright. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. What's up?
Oh, God.
I'm just saying hi.
See, the way that you have started off this entire
It's a process.
Oh, a process, you say?
Mm-hmm.
I need to process my damn self after all of the behavior that you just conducted.
I didn't do anything.
I really need to check in with your parents.
First of all, she's mad because I choked on a soft peppermint. It was not my fault that the old Granny Smith Sunday school peppermint disintegrated mid-esophagus. You know them joints get the crumbles. Woo! I almost got my ass the fuck up out of here,
too. First of all, don't do Granny soft peppermints like that because
they
those
good.
are the best joints.
I tear some up.
Them and the words is originals. They used to be my favorite.
Yes. My Meemaw put me on them. Grandma Hazel, shout out to Grandma Hazel, rest in heaven. Yes.
Don't do that.
Between the Brothers Originals and the Mentos.
I was about to say, my mom definitely stayed with some Mentos. I like the
tropical ones.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
My mom
those
used to
are
get
my
two of them.
favorite.
She's like, here y'all come.
Because I knew y'all was going to want some. Bitch, yes. I used to get the Frunas. That's some bitch. You know how you used to have fucking store runs before you used to go to school?
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I definitely used to have store runs before we used to go to pull up the church, get our little parking spot and everything. All right, y'all, let's start get what y'all want to go and get. Because, you know, I was the oldest. So as the oldest, you know, you had to be in control of the younger siblings. So you also was in control of the snacks.
Mm-hmm.
So I got fishies. I got the Frunas. And I remember, listen, you can get a bag of chips. Okay, and you better make them bitches last the whole service.
Cause your ass wanted some sweet candy getting on my damn nerves.
Yes, better make it last the whole service. Cause I make sure I give me something to drink. I'm gonna give me a little clear fruit. Thank you.
Not crunching and munching while Bishop talking though.
That's why I told him you can get one bag, and I typically
goodness.
it was something that like something like cheese curls or something that was easy to finagle.
Did you just used to fuck them joints up? I ain't even gonna hold you, niece. I really did. Like thinking about it. Wait a minute. Look. Get your little crunchy right there.
That's the animation for me.
Cause that's how you gotta sneak and eat them joints while he trying to get a sermon, you know.
No, you gotta you gotta eat them while they singing, doing praise and worship where it's the most noise.
So
I always
gotta
had tactics.
my hunger pains.
Listen, you know, praise and worship is always before the sermon.
Absolutely, but sometimes they get a little carried away and all. You want.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why you got a snack to stretch during the noisy part of service, and then you got your quiet snack.
We know
that,
what kind of snacks you eat. I don't know nothing about no stretching me. Cause the nerve of her telling her brother he can only get one damn bag of chips, cause she know that's the center of her life in her world. She gonna at least get about 2-3 bags. First of all, don't you ever
but
tell
one
me
of the bags I was at least had to share with him, because you know mommy was gonna make me share.
Yeah, absolutely.
So don't do that.
Make your little pie, something on the side, a little baby cake.
Listen, you knew I was getting me a little tasty cake apple pie.
Star crunch.
Then it's a little fudge round. They was my shit.
Now,
they was my shit.
See, you know when we got them jewels, you used to go
Yes,
down. It's like, let me stop being good up.
And the one snack that I could not eat in church, it was forbidden, sunflower seeds.
Yes,
because
inevitably, even when you would try not to get them everywhere, you would. Because I will say in grade school, even because I'm a very, organized person. I don't want to have my shelves falling everywhere. That's gross to have people sitting in your shelves and stuff like this. So I used to try ball up a little piece of paper, but then you'll get up and see that one or two. Like, hey, how the fuck you get on in? So you don't want to be in church drawing, had them looking at your mom like, ugh.
And I definitely had me, a pack of gum to carry me on the end of the end of the service, and carry me over till I got home.
Okay,
and then when I get home, I'm ready to eat. Mom, is dinner ready? Is that roast ready? Before we left.
I told y'all she don't be playing, yo.
Listen, I know a sandwich is a snack to me.
Prime example.
It is.
Prime, how the hell is
A sandwich is not a
part
meal.
of a portion of an entree? How the hell?
A
Like the
portion
main
of an
portion of an
entree.
entree. It's the main portion of like your
I'm talking
whole-
about a sandwich with 2 slices of bread. I'm not talking about a hoagie.
Oh my god. Some of the.
And even a hoagie is an appetizer.
All right, now she didn't went too damn far. I'm gonna sit. First of all, we didn't even cheers. We did.
Alright, y'all. We just
hop right into
started
what's going on.
No, we didn't even start the what's going on. We started what's going on with Chip.
Sorry.
Cause you just started just shit. I said I wasn't gonna even cuss that much today. I promised myself and God that I wasn't gonna cuss that much today, but you just started.
All right. Sorry. Clankety clank.
Clink clink.
Clink clink.
Cheers.
This ain't no sneaky link.
Now see, I can't even take a sip of my shit because you just gonna keep coming with the animations and the ad-libs?
No, I'm not. I'm gonna be quiet.
That might have to be the title of this episode, animations and ad-libs, because you, my sister
No,
friend.
listen, they gonna try to take me for a joke. Don't do that.
Bitch, you the one over here acting like an animaniac.
I'm sorry, but it just. I don't
What
know.
was her name?
The line
Daisy,
just was sliding.
Dolly,
Which one?
the girl from Animaniac. Daisy,
I
Dolly.
can't remember. I gotta think real hard, but I know the enemy.
That's your crazy ass.
You know what?
Look back, I gotta look it up. What was the name from Animaniacs to that?
But what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck is going? You want to know what I want to talk about? I'm just going.
Dot.
That's her name. I knew it was
What
something
it did.
simple. What it did. You was right. Yeah, I couldn't just remember what it was. Yes.
Damn it, this is Dot.
Not Daisy, not Dolly, but Dot. We got it. We have got it. Sorry, I had to get a little allergies a little on the left.
Her name is Chop the Dot.
Chocolate Dot. Chocolate
That's
Dot.
that's the new nickname. Chop the Dot.
Chocolate Dot. So that was really going to be my last one. But
See?
I did want to say, so while we're here, you guys, let's just say, first of all, the bullshit that I saw all week was how people don't be fucking watching their kids.
Oh goodness.
I'm just really
I feel like
at
I
this
always
point,
knew
I'm
that
just
white
tired of
people
it.
didn't wash their legs, and for me,
God.
like I said, I automatically assume that if you don't wash your legs, that you don't wash your feet.
It's just freaking preposterous.
So that's automatically 2 major parts of your body that you don't wash. And
And your feet be
realistically,
sweating
that's
and
the
shit.
whole bottom half of your body.
Body.
Realistically, you don't
'Cause
wash
you-
your legs, you don't wash your feet. That's your whole bottom half. All you
What
have
about-
left is just like an upper torso.
What about you? Gotta get in between your toes.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
But there's been several celebrities who have come out about their hygiene habits over the last
question marks.
week or so, and it's been coming out in these interviews, and I'm like, wait a minute, are y'all really revealing why stuff and y'all smell like that?
At the end of the day, my thing is, if you're going to tell me that you wait until your kids
That's nasty.
smell to wash it, first of all, because you're responsible for their hygiene.
When you wait for something to smell, that means you waited too
Too
long.
Okay. On top of that, lady, you're neglecting your kids. That's neglect.
That's basic needs. Basic needs says that you can be able to provide them food, shelter, and basic essentials that they can use to navigate their daily activity, and that includes hygiene necessities.
And one thing I'm going to say, I love kids to death. They are great. They are little versions of us.
No, you don't.
You know, I do.
It's like, no, I'm lying. That's me.
Yes, you. I do. I really do. But they have the most fucking germs.
They do. They're the dirtiest little things.
So why the hell wouldn't you want to wash the little gremlins?
I agree. They touch everything. They put their hands in their mouth
Hey,
after
ooh,
they
girl.
touch everything. They don't properly wash their hands. Like, you gotta hover over them or wash their hands for them to make sure that they properly wash their hands. It's like, come on, are you serious?
Hand washing is pretty much an ever-evolving emerging skill for like. I
Duh,
would say
we
for
learned that during COVID.
a very
Wash
long
your
time.
fucking hands. Washing your hands stops the spread of
Germs.
whatever the amount of percentage it is of germs that it stops. I'm not going to sit here like I know the most recent percentage amount on that because I fucking don't. That's why I
I
said
mean, and it all depends on what you're using and how often you're doing it. What you're exposed to.
Antibacterial soap.
Yep.
Is very much so necessary. And shit, we got all types of ghetto. So, you know, black people use all types of ghetto tactics.
But even if you can use lemons to clean your hands.
That's what I'm saying. Like, black people resort back to all types of, you know, holistic, you know, styles of cleaning. Or I know somebody who puts, I was just about to say that. I literally know somebody who puts bleach and Dawn dish liquid together, and that's their part of their pre-cleaning routine.
Absolutely. There you go. Yep.
Like that's literally a pre-cleaning solution for them.
Absolutely.
They like shit. Dawn is enough for the ducks. Yeah. So it's enough for the mucks.
It's a degreezer, all that. Yeah. So get the get the shit on apps.
Yeah.
All of that.
Agreed.
So
I'm
like,
when I recognized it, I was like, that's a little ghetto. But it's kind of cool. I'm like, at the end of the day, Dawn's a good brand and shit. I use Dawn, so
real shit.
And Dawn and bleach, you know.
Yeah, bleach is my best friend.
Okay, so
I love the smell of a little.
Hey, bestie bleach.
Shout out a little chloro. A little. It smells good.
Yes. So I
refreshing. Remind me of Saturday, Sunday morning. Cleaning. Sorry. You know when me mom wake you up, go boy.
No pine salt.
The girl.
I used to love the smell of pine salt.
And I love Fabuloso also.
Oh, yes, girl.
It gives you just
I love it. Is it the lavender?
The Bistoline, you know, in the corner store is Bistoline. The off-brand.
Why do you know that? I'm sitting there looking at you like, what are you saying? I thought you were speaking another language. Say it again. What is it?
I think it's called Mistoline.
Mistoline?
Yeah, the one that comes in. It comes in the, like, it looks like Fabuloso, but they sell it at the bodega, like, or the corner store, the poppy store, how we say in Philly.
How do you spell it?
Mistolin.
That's literally Mistoline.
I think that's what it's called, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna Google it now because I'm pretty sure.
Really like tickled on the inside. I'm just like,
but when I think of it, it's like it's a household name to me only because it's like, all right, when they don't got Fabuloso, like I knew when I went to the store because my mom, you know, when you got a young boy, your mom trained you to get certain shit. You know what kind of brand she gets, so when she send you to the store, you know what to bring back, right? So if they ain't never had Fabuloso, you get the Mistoline. Because it's a cleanser and it comes in like a little plastic bottle.
I don't think I've ever paid that name any attention.
And it's a white label with black words, but it comes in different colors like purple, blue, and Mistoline.
She know the color scheme and everything, y'all.
Mistoline. I knew I wasn't wrong. I didn't lie. Look, that's the hood version, but it's the same shit.
You know what? I have seen it before.
All-purpose cleaner.
But I didn't commit it to memory.
I'm sorry. I just know what it said. Just like it's tomato, farina, cream of wheat, same type of situation in my head. Farina is the other version of cream of wheat that comes in with the little boy on the front that's got his face all down in the bowl, the little rosy cheeks, blue eyes. No. Sorry, man. Maybe it's just me. Just like King Vitamin, Captain Crunch.
Now that I knew. I was a heavy cereal chick.
You've never seen farina in the store before? It's the white
Again,
box.
Just like the Mistoline, I probably have.
I know you have, yo. I know you've seen that in the markets before.
Maybe.
It's always right next to the cream of wheat.
Always looking for cream of wheat.
Sorry, I understand. Me too. I be looking for Yo Gotti too. I get it. Like, I get it.
Did you call Uncle Ben Yo Gotti?
That's not Uncle Ben. That's a different man.
I feel like that's Uncle Ben. Cream of wheat is nothing but
cocaine,
rice, right?
Use it, don't you confuse it.
You know what? I'm gonna let you have that. I'm gonna let you have that.
I'm sorry, I like Yo Gotti. I know about y'all like little Gotti, little.
Oh, speaking of yoga, let's just get right into the rappers.
Versus. You're right.
I like it.
Oh, girl. First of all, I could not stop moving that night. I couldn't stop moving. I was so excited.
Come somewhere
it was the showmanship for me. No, I'm about to be real with y'all because honestly, it was the showmanship. It was like Glocks came out there, June, like they was going to the championship. Like they got them niggas in the corner. They was like, yo, why you talking about what the fuck I got on, nigga? Worry about these bars you about to get. Like seriously.
I love the fact that they was with like rapping over all of these fucking beats.
There you go.
You know, no words. Like it was always Jada for me. It was them collectively, of course, but like Jada always just does something to me.
Deep down in my soul, Jason
And
is
although
the one.
I'm still trying to figure out how he, I know he didn't grow all that hair back. I'm just still trying to figure out why he did that. Like, cause you were bald all of our lives.
But he did have hair though. He could always grow hair. That was the thing. He just chose to have a bald head. He never could not have hair.
Yeah, but after all this time, isn't it like stagnant? Like, wouldn't it be like
No,
not
because
really growing as thick? I think it's just a lace front, to be honest.
it's not a lace front.
You sure?
Yes, he got hair.
Have you talked to him?
I'm gonna call him. But I'm telling you, my nigga got hair.
Are you sure?
I'm real sure.
I don't think it would have came in that door.
Because
I
at
think
this point-
it's probably lace front.
It's not lace front. Some men really do have a great hairline, and honestly, to be honest, I would have did the same thing too. I would have been shitting on niggas when I got older rather than when I'm younger. Just like Nelly said, now that y'all niggas got braids, I'm thinking about a fade because like y'all niggas just doing
So
too
it's like,
much.
what was the purpose of like going bald all the time? Like you just liked it? Like
Because he
most
can do
guys
it.
I know that go bald at a younger age is because they had to.
Because he fucking felt like it. Yeah, it is. But some
You
niggas.
sure it's not?
It's
lace
a small,
front?
but Chrissy, everybody that goes bald doesn't necessarily do it because they have to. Some guys,
I
honestly,
never.
really
It's
just-
crazy. That's what I'm saying. I've never knew any guys myself that did not go bald because they did not have to.
Oh yeah, you
all
move
the
somewhere,
guys
you
I
don't have a
knew
barber,
go
you try to cut
because
yourself,
they
do it
had
on
to.
accident. It's like it's just easier to go bald, just keep your beard neat.
The main thing was
Shit.
the receding hairline.
Absolutely, I agree with that because we do know a lot of guys. A lot of the guys that we
Or
know
fucked up
in
hairline.
common, I can think of right now that are bald. That I can think of off the like top tippy top of my head. They all had receding hairlines. I understand you, but he always could have hair. Like there were periods in between. Like
Are you sure?
I'm so serious.
Somebody need to fucking confirm.
We
to
going
me.
look. We
I
going
need to
Google
know.
it with some here.
I need to know if Jada has a lace
I'm
front.
hollering.
Because I'm not gonna lie, I do
You
feel
gonna
like
give him the
Jada
envy?
is too rural of a nigga to have a lace front.
He is.
And I
He's-
would be upset.
Does
but I'm
Jada
just
get
like-
hair?
No, because I really need to know. But nevertheless, the
showmanship.
battle, the show, it was great. I agree with Chad. I think the antics that were in between the bid, as we call it, that was in between the jokes, the kicking, the pulling of the legs and all of that, I think that was fucking hilarious. Jim Jones actually tried to claim that he did not fall off the stage, but what was it?
First of all, listen.
I'm confused because from the angle that I saw
He fell.
on stage, he fell, and I would assume that from the front, it looked the same way. No, I'm serious.
Very small.
And you go with the fucking the antics again. See?
No, I'm just like, cause you're a fool. That's why it's making
No,
me
I'm
laugh.
serious.
It's really tickling my soul right
What?
now. Cause he really fell. So
Cause I'm like, he tried to say he didn't fall. And I'm just like,
it was an alternative fact.
well, what was
we
it?
gonna call it an alternative fact. Cause
Yo,
it's not
bring
laughing.
back alternative facts. Cause you treat lies. Cause you fucking, I'm just confused, dog. If you, everybody takes the L. You fell,
Mhm.
and you definitely took more L's in life than fucking falling off the stage that night. So, and we still love you, nevertheless. So I don't understand, like, why do we have to lie and deny?
That's my nigga though. Jim Jones my nigga though.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
you
saying.
right.
Like, if we
Yeah.
still love you, like, you took plenty of L's between now and their fall, and we still love you. So why did you have to lie and deny about falling? I'm just kidding.
Order in the court. She is so extra, yo.
I'm not being extra.
No, but for real, yeah. I guess
I'm
he
like,
just didn't want. He
I'm
wanted,
being extra. I'm confused.
he wanted niggas to overlook the fact that he fell like that, and that's just it. Say he ain't fall, he ain't fall. Fuck
I
you,
feel like
fuck
he
we
didn't
want to
want-
do, Chrissy.
I feel like he didn't want the fall to signify the L that they took collectively.
I mean, at the end of the night, at the end of the
Isn't
day.
me? Although I'm not gonna lie, I'm like, shit, Cam still look good.
First of all, yeah, hell yeah. Still got the same.
And I'm like,
cocky ass,
even that little nut ass throat.
looks okay on him.
Yeah, and
It's
I'm like,
like-
I mean, I really don't like the. Oh my
Scruffy.
lashes, y'all. I'm sorry.
Too scruffy look. Like
Yeah,
the two.
the two scruffy look. But he looked alright. He was giving me Rico vibes.
Mm-hmm.
He was giving me Rico
But he
vibes.
is, that's what I was trying to say, and it is crazy because before I was
And I
ever
was
so
here for
rudely
it.
interrupted, it might not have been the best analogy to use.
I interrupted you.
No, I'm talking about on the CME morning show when they was coming for my neck. I was making an element. No.
Oh yeah, because they was coming for you, friend.
They was coming for me.
They was coming for you, friend.
And
But
all I was trying to say was, it might not have been the best analogy, but when you think about it, even just any entertainer from New York who's in that kind, there's this kind of space that you get in when you're that kind of artist where you're just having fun with it. It's not something that your pen might not be as flames or as top tier as somebody that you would like as the Locks, because them niggas got bars.
Yes, they did.
But I feel like Cam is more so. Don't get me wrong. When it comes to rapping, his music, we all know. People are going to say they're going to listen to Cam more than they're going to listen to her. We all know. I don't know. It depends on who you're talking to. I'm just going to say that. But what I was trying to say was that New York flashy, giving you all this like cocky ass energy. I'm here but I'm here to also have fun with it, and I'm gonna talk my shit, and I'm gonna give y'all what y'all want. I'm gonna show my ass while I'm on the stage. Cardi gives that every time she hits the stage.
I agree with you on
every
that.
Time
100%.
she get on,
and I understood your analogy.
It might not have been a good one
when
to
you said
certain people.
But my thing is, well, I get why it wasn't a good analogy to certain people, but knowing you personally,
yeah,
I understand why that analogy made sense.
Mm-hmm.
So to other people, I feel like that was just one of those little, I guess, quirk sides of thinking that you particularly have that everybody just does not understand. Like, let's just be very clear. We're not for everybody. Because I understand that I'm an individual. I'm not for everybody. I understand that when I walk into a room that I am either going to be liked or disliked, there is no gray area. I am a very black and white person, as you guys can see with our shirts. There ain't no gray area with
and that's Cam and that's Cardi too, and that's so funny because it ties directly into, like, they are this. I feel like they the same.
That's why I completely I agree with you. Yep. I understood what you understood what I was saying. That analogy, most definitely. Yep. But I feel like, again, but me and you, we're very close friends. We often have a lot of conversations, so I understand. Even if it's something that I don't necessarily agree with, I understand where my thinking when you're coming from. Yeah. Because I know how you think, so it's like, okay, come chop that makes sense. Right. So other people may not necessarily understand that, even if they don't agree with it. So their non-agreement may come off as defensive because it's like, oh no, that's absolutely wrong. Like that's why I was just like, oh, that's disrespectful. Everybody's different when they hear certain things. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's all that was. It was just your difference in thinking. Oh yeah, absolutely. I didn't take it personal, but it just I know you didn't. Yeah, I know you didn't. I just felt like for them it was just like, oh okay, why that's disrespectful. Why would you think like that? And it was just like, boo, calm down. Pump your brakes, dust your feet off when
nobody said nothing about y'all thinking Dipset was going to win, but that's neither here
and now, listen, at the end of the day, we told y'all Dipset was going to win. At the end of the day, I said the Locks was taking that shit home. Okay? I feel like everybody that I follow, whose story that I saw, who was asking different questions about who y'all got, I feel like I answered everybody's that I saw. Like, listen, I'm going with the Locks lady. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I feel like when we talked about it a couple weeks ago before the verses aired, I was like, when we were recording, yep. You was like, it's going to be the Locks. I knew it. That's why you my fucking friend. Yep. Because I knew it. I knew Jason was coming through. Right. Freddie and Jason. Freddie, Nightmare on Elm Street.
And he got going. And honestly, for real, they really got it because it was like,
genuinely.
They performed together so much. You can tell. And it is just like it was just so crazy, not crazy to see that, but just the energy and all that shit. You rapping, this nigga Kiss was rapping. What's it called? Lyrics. It was awesome to see that. It was like they gave us. It was a show, and they gave us a show.
Yo, speaking of Cardi, when that bitch tweeted, that shit was giving New York barbecue.
Yes,
I was like,
I feel you on that one, Cardi.
I feel you on that.
What's her name? Belcalis. I felt you.
I felt you.
Something like that. I felt you be. But yeah.
I wonder if she's named after somebody.
I don't know. It's a different name.
It's very different. Out of all of the Hispanic names that I've heard, I've never heard her name before.
Yeah, that's how one of my closest homies is. Well. Yeah, that's one of my closest homies.
I'm like, damn, it's not a first and middle name put together?
It's just like somebody just was probably playing around with it. I don't know. We can look it up after this though.
I feel like it's and no shade, Cardi, I feel like it's a ghetto Spanish name. Like, you know how it's made, black people make up names, and we got like real ghetto names that we make up. That's what I feel like her name probably is. It's probably a made up Spanish name.
It probably is, because I ain't gonna lie.
Because I haven't even seen anybody like in Spanish history with that name.
Well,
I could be wrong. I don't know all of Spanish history, of course.
Well,
but I just
first of all, I can't even really
I
I can't even remember it to know to even. I don't know. I'm sorry. I just know.
That's your history.
I know, but I know I fucked it up. I can't remember. I don't know her name.
And for anybody who don't know fucking no child, this bitch is a whole. How you say what? This child.
Why is she asking me to chocha?
What does it mean?
That's not.
Yo, I was trying to whisper it because I wasn't trying to offend nobody. Why you would say it out loud?
Because I'm trying to figure out what the fuck you trying to say right now. Because that word is vulgar.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
See, I know what I mean. That's what I was trying to ask you. Whisper it.
Girl, you act like they can't hear your black ass. Bitch, I know you can see me, so I know you definitely can hear this bitch.
I know they can see me, but I was trying to do a little. So what? Okay, now that I know I'm wrong, what does chocha mean in Spanish?
That's just like a little. I don't even know if that's.
But that's a pretty nickname.
I don't even know if that's particularly. I think it's just like a slang word. Like it's not really like.
All right, can I say something without you being offended?
What?
That's a pretty nickname because I was going to say like this chocha, and I was going to be referring to you like as like black in Spanish, like a pretty nickname to like refer to.
You can't call me this pussy.
Like I wasn't trying to. That's why I asked you what it meant before I used it. Well, I was trying to ask
But
you
you know,
what it meant before I
you
used it.
I'm gonna hurt you
Because without you fucking blast me out there telling every damn body,
I
I'm trying to
be mean, but it just was. I thought it was funny as shit. That's the reason.
That's
why
why I was trying to whisper. What's this chocha mean? But I was trying to fucking whisper the shit.
She really looked just like her goddaughter just now when she said it to me. That's the funny part. She was dead ass serious. I'm hollering in my head. But
shout out to my baby, hey Shy. I don't care. I was trying to fucking be respectful. That's what I was going. I feel like chocha would be a pretty nickname, like how mulatto was a nickname for a mixed. I feel like it would be a pretty nickname for like a black or Hispanic mix. And I was going to say, this chocha over here, she's like completely of like all Spanish background on paper. And that's what I was going to say. You're right, I don't want to call you a fucking, I want to say this pussy over here, because that's not what I'm trying to say.
It just gives me the vibes like how my mom has a nickname that rhymes with Gucci. Her nickname is Gucci, right? And this girl that didn't really care for her under the cat. You know how bitches just be trying to be smart?
Yeah.
Say coochie, like, bitch, who you talking to? That's the vibes that shit just gave me. That's the reason why I'm just like, I'm cracking up in my head.
Oh my god, no.
Only because I know what the fuck you were saying, but you didn't. But that's why I'm cracking the fuck up.
Oh.
No, not like you don't know. But you weren't. But that's the difference. You're not coming from a place of me, but it just was funny as shit. You know, I laugh at shit that's not funny. You know.
Excuse our dogs.
First of all, judging by episode 4, y'all know we laugh at shit we ain't supposed to laugh at. Because this bitch laughed when the damn casket fell. I'm done with her.
First of all, that shit was funny. And if anybody else was there, I'm not gonna say most of the people laughed too. Most of the people were shocked.
But you did.
Because it was a big in the audience.
You know, I was like, oh, you hear some silverware clink and shit.
Because I went, oh my god, and I was tickled by that. Animation. See? Animation's the ad-libs. Here we fucking go again.
I'm so sorry.
But, nevertheless, we was talking about verses. We got completely off.
We did, but it was great. Like, verses was great. And to add to that, when we think about music, we think about, honestly, I feel like a big thing, you know, a big season for hip-hop is the summertime. Like, mixtape shit like that. Summer's always the fucking summer jam.
I had Beyonce "Summertime" in my head for like the last week or so.
So, okay, and that's perfect because you want to know why? Because I was just about to ask you like, what songs remind you of the summertime? So that's definitely one of them. And there's definitely two different versions of that song, and I like both of them because there's one with Diddy and the other one's with Ghostface Killah. Right?
I love the one with Ghostface.
Me too. I think it's
I love the one with Diddy though too.
Me too. They have their different feels to them.
Yeah. Because one give you like a little
bop.
Give you like a little bop.
And Ghostface give you Ghostface give you the
ride in the car
hand on your thigh.
Yeah.
All that type shit.
That's the kind of vibe Ghostface version gives you. I definitely
See,
agree
this bitch
with
be
that.
in my brain. But anyway. So.
Don't say I be in that crazy ass brain of yours. Because I don't know what be going on up in there. I don't want to be your, what they call them, neurons. I don't want to be the ions, neurons. That's my shit. Bottles in the air, living without care. Speaking of Jim Jones, that's definitely that's definitely a summertime vibe.
I love that song.
You definitely. I mean, so let's talk about a summertime playlist. So we would put that on our summer playlist, most definitely. Like I said, I would definitely put Jazzy Jeff in
Summertime.
Will Smith, summertime,
Classic.
yes, summertime.
Philly
We're from Philly.
Philly
We gotta
hold the
hold
fuck
it
down.
down. Like what?
And then on top of
A
that,
place called the Plateau, where everybody Philly goes.
where everybody go.
Y'all know about the play? Hey y'all.
Everybody go.
Listen, yes.
So,
What else we put on our summertime playlist?
flip side, that gives me summertime young boy vibes.
I'm not gonna lie, you definitely have to have a classic state property song.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
what
what
we do is
about
wintertime.
Yeah, what we do is definitely.
So it definitely would have to be flip side, and
So-
you can turn my mic down a little bit.
So,
Philly's Most
what
Wanted.
song do you definitely have to have on your summertime?
Mind how I pursue. Philly's Most Wanted. Don't take it.
And that, no, I was thinking about the wrong song. Never mind. I think about the clips. So, what mix song would you definitely have to have on your summertime playlist?
It was the middle of the summer. We can do that one. Damn.
I feel like I gotta go back to his mixtapes to definitely have certain
See,
songs.
honestly, for me,
Flamers
Flamers 2. Flamers 2. I was going to say that. You would have to go straight to Flamers 2. Definitely straight to Flamers 2. There's no question.
Yes.
Straight to Flamers 2.
Get him, I got it. Get him, I got it.
And-
because I'm probably with your bitch. I'm
Yes,
going right with that shit.
probably in
Yes.
my bag is summer.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. You have to. You have to.
And then, what else summertime songs? So we don't have to be on Philly, but we can stay on Philly if you want to. I don't know.
I was just thinking about it because we was talking about like
Yeah.
Philly artists.
Damn. I'm trying to-
Coincidentally. So, but definitely in my bag for me.
I'm trying to
We
think
got
of something
State
else.
Property.
We got State Property.
We got Philly's Most Wanted.
Yes, it is.
So we had some big ones. Most
We
definitely.
did, but another
What music
December-
soul child song would you need for the summer? You gotta have a good
You,
R&B
oh
group.
my God, this is very strange because I
You
had
gotta
a
have good
whole
R&B group.
when
I feel like
was
Girl
running
Next Door,
errands.
you definitely
I
have
was
to have.
running errands, and I literally just listened to Music Soul Child the entire time. I listened to 3 albums of his the entire time I was running errands,
I had a
straight
music one
through.
recently, too.
like literally today. So it just was like, oh my God, like I felt myself really wanting to listen to his first album. Then I went to one of his more recent albums. I think it was Love on Earth. I was listening to.
Oh, I love that album.
Oh my God, such good
Oh
music.
my goodness. And
And-
you're finna make me cry.
Yes.
My heart is pouring right now.
So it was a little. I just want to sing Love on Earth, and what was the second one? I can't. It's orange and yellow. That's all I can see is the orange and yellow. The first one was purple and yellow. The second one is orange and yellow, and he also had a blue version of that as well. I just can't think of the name of the goddamn album. Man, you're making me want to go look. But anywhere, yes, Music Soul Child. I would have to have. If I would've knew the girl next door would have been you. That would have been definitely a summertime vibe for me.
Yes.
A. Marie, Why Don't We Fall in Love is a total summer song.
That's definitely a summer R&B vibe.
And oh my God, I gotta give it to JT. Summer Love is my shit. Like, I love that song. It's so cute.
You
It's a
know
little
what?
popish,
Speaking of
but
love,
yeah.
My Love by Justin Timberlake is also a good summer vibe. I love too for R&B because that was my shit.
Yes.
That I can see us holding hands, walking on that beach, our toes in the sand. Mm-hmm.
Oh, bitch,
That was
yes.
the vibe. Yeah.
What other things do I like listening to?
Yeah.
It's a lot of
What else
music.
is going on your summertime playlist? And for when y'all
Pharrell,
on this
front
episode,
Pharrell, JP Crime.
oh
It's a
my
major
God,
summer song.
yes.
That
I
gets me.
definitely want y'all to comment on what songs most definitely have to go on your summer playlist.
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
because what if we might be otherwise. We might have to curate some playlists for you every summer. We might have to get a little
We might
T-Ho,
have to get
little T-Ho playlist every season type shit. Get your little
a
summer
little
vibe,
vibe, a little vibe.
your little fall, a little winter, a little spring. Okay, I feel that. I feel like we should.
Rain.
Definitely.
Rain.
Listen, you know I heard about Carl. Don't
Yes.
play with, you know I. That
And
in the middle.
Him and Faith, can't believe. I was just listening to that
Yeah.
earlier.
Oh,
While I was
girl.
working for corporate, I was listening. I'm sorry, Quincy. I didn't mean to grip you up like that. I'm so sorry.
Listen,
Never remember.
first of all, can I just take a pause on talking about the summertime vibes? You're fucking taking me back to the Bad Boy reunion tour. That was an absolute must see when you talk about Pharoah Thomas. And I just have to say, I feel like I was one of the very few people that was standing up the entire time that Carl Thomas was on. Because I saw a lot of people that were around me during that time. I vividly remember when Carl came on.
I'm sorry.
I was like, I'm just going to sit down because I'm going to chill. I'm going to rest my legs. No. My ass was right up.
Tell him.
Two-stepping.
Tell him.
Winding these motherfucking
Because when
hips.
that summer rain came on, it
Yes,
was a subtle like
Let me
for
tell
me
you
the whole
something.
time. Like
my
it
hair was flipping.
okay, girl.
And my waist was winding.
Okay.
Okay? That shit
Period.
was like,
Come on, Carl.
and I was excited. He came out in that coat.
Yes, girl. That was a good concert.
That was a good concert.
Oh.
I'm very excited about the reunion concert. So while we talking about music, I know we getting a little bit off topic, but baby,
This lineup.
this No Limit tour is coming. Girl.
Ain't never seen nothing like it.
Girl, when you see the motherfucking army tanks come through, that shit gonna be like I'm from the know, you know, I thought I told you. Baby. Ooh, who they gonna fucking who, bitch? No. Who the fucking who, bitch? I don't know if it's anybody that's more excited. But it's my No Limit tour.
Yo, I swear.
And I might be the most excited person that's not from New Orleans for this fucking New Orleans tour.
No, honestly.
I said New Orleans, this fucking No Limit tour. Real shit.
Real rap.
Mia X finna come out that bitch.
I think I think it's a lot of people that are like within our era who are honestly really like
I'm so
with the
excited.
shits. With the
No,
shits. They
I'm
really
so
with the
excited.
shits.
I'm
With the
so
shits.
excited. That shit gonna take me back to the 2000s.
2000s.
Bitch.
They might as well add cash.
That's what I feel like. I really feel like they should just do a mashup of a Cash Money and a No Limit tour and make it a big no.
But speaking of tours, I didn't want to bring it up, but I got to. That fucking lineup for Lovers and Friends is out of this goddamn.
They figured about adding the third day.
They need to, so I can go because what the fuck? I'm doing something every time.
There's so many people on that lineup. I'm like, are they going to end up splitting different artists into different days though? Like, it's just a lot.
It is a lot. It is, but I like it. I like the idea of them just making it a 3-day. Well, I feel like when you have that many artists, because all of them can hit, a lot of them could be a headliner.
I feel like that this was naturally supposed to be a whole weekend thing naturally, and they wanted to see how many tickets they would have been able to sell first.
First of all, that's
I feel like this was like a Kanye swindle.
Packed. Super.
Yeah, I mean, there's too many people to be seen on one day.
It is.
You would literally have, that's like a 12-hour shift.
Girl,
No,
they should
literally.
have Friday,
That's like a
Saturday,
12-hour
Sunday.
shift.
Even, fuck it, do a couple motherfuckers on Monday.
That's what
Shit.
I'm saying. I feel like naturally this was set up to be a
Whole weekend ordeal.
a different weekend ordeal, but they wanted to see how interested
many,
the people were
would
going
be.
to be.
I'll
It's a
give
marketing technique.
I give you that.
I rock with y'all for that.
I ain't
It was
mad.
a Kanye swindle because
Yeah.
y'all, some of y'all got that pre-order and y'all still waiting.
Girl, we ain't even going. Let's
Mind my business though.
Girl,
mind my business.
Speaking of pre-orders and shit like that, and tickets to concerts.
What?
Thinking of my childhood, thinking about one of my first concerts. The first concert I ever went to, I ain't gonna hold you, was at Tower Theater. I had my tickets. One of my mom's closest friends, who I call my Aunt Becky, bought me and my sister tickets to see B2K as a surprise for Christmas, and my heart was so grateful and thankful. It was a great Christmas.
Oh.
But however,
Amen.
that was the year that they broke up, and that was when Omarion came by herself on 69th Street.
Oh, I know that broke your little heart.
I was so mad.
But wasn't Omarion your favorite?
No, J. Book was.
Oh.
Jarrell Houston. Speaking of which.
Come on, Jarrell.
Yes. Period. 2 motherfucking times. Because I was a J Book fan, bitch.
I just said J Book was fine.
Listen, he was fine as hell fine. And he looks like a glass of wine.
He's
2021.
still fine. I'm about to say, yeah, he's still fine.
Put your roll up his feet up.
Yeah.
I've
Is he
seen
married?
him. He probably is. I don't know. I think so. I don't
I
know.
think he's got a baby.
We got a little baby. We got a little situation.
Somebody check on Jarrell.
I gotta look at his pages. I do follow him, but I don't feel like he's
Somebody check on
I know he
Jarrell.
was doing films and shit like that. But anyway.
I actually went to. It was the college dropout?
First, Kanye's.
No, it was late registration. I had a picture. We did we had remember when you used to go to the concert and they used to have the different backdrops available so with the themes and shit that you can say, girl. Me and my sister got there June at the Kanye West late registration. I was definitely a Kanye fan.
Yeah.
Back in the day when he first came out, those college dropout late registration days when he was the schoolboy ring, when he was backpack wearing, collar popping Kanye. Because when I tell you I was a collar popping bitch back in the day,
It was a 2
that
polo
was
shirts with the backpack for me.
Yeah, that was like one of my signatures that I used to like. I'm not gonna even lie, Kanye in more influence because I was already kind of different when it came to the dressing. I was already cutting up my clothes and doing all that shit in like elementary school and shit. But by the time Kanye came along, like he just influenced that shit some more and kind of like influenced my style during that time when I was in high school. And I felt like I was dope as shit. I felt like I was one of the most decent people in high school. And realistically, kind of looking back, I was. Like it was corny looking back at it now. It's just like, oh girl, what did we have on? But for that time, bitch, we was the shit.
The era that I hated the most about our dressing was the fetch era.
Did Joe used to match your clothes?
Oh my god, I just found my pic. That's what.
Remember your gallery pictures?
Chrissy, this is making me cringe because I literally just found a picture of myself from 9th grade that I had my ID card on and it was backwards. And my favorite color has always been, my first favorite color has always been red. I had on a ring that had a red heart on it. I had red earrings because we wore uniforms. That's what we wore at Penwood East. We wore uniforms. This is when Penwood East was still, this is how you know I'm old as shit. Because it's called the middle school or some shit like that. They don't even separate the two anywhere. Bitch, I had his whole entire name on the back of my ID. I had Rel on the back of my ID. I loved that nigga. I swore that was my boyfriend. I swore I was like, yo, I was so deluged.
J-Book Jarrell.
I found pictures. I found that picture of me, and I found pictures of my freaking posters on the wall. But that's just so funny because I hated that dress. I'm just thinking, and I looked at how I'm like, yo, we dressed so like I hated it.
It was so. Let me tell you something. I'm not gonna lie. I thought the 90s was the bad dress era. No, real shit. The early 2000s was the worst. Jabot jeans.
Oh god. I think from 2000 to 2005 it was the worst.
6.
Yeah, it started getting better as we.
Even looking back at 06 and 07, I'm just like, even looking back at early
bad.
college pictures, I'm just like,
It's given, not given.
it's not.
What kind of decisions was I making as a poor ass college student?
And by the time I got to college, I was still wearing things with different colors, but I'm a big, like, and you know this about me, I'm a big Mitch. Matcher.
I'm the pattern bitch.
I like to do mixes and
color.
matches.
Me too.
I'm very good on, and I'm very big on like accenting colors. So I'm just looking at old pictures and was like, I can see this was the beginning of the accent and the mix match days, and ooh girl, did I not have it all together.
Pray for me back then. But I think we all
again,
our own way though.
But that time period, I was the shit. Couldn't nobody tell me nothing. I was one of the flyest bitches of that day.
And just like back in the day when we used to be wearing the
shout out to my squad from fucking high school because we was the fuck bomb. My co-ed squad from high school, we was decent.
Girl, yeah, with the wet and wavy ponytails, we had uniforms and shit like that.
Yeah.
So we wore our uniforms with like S dots and shell tops
that was middle school.
Forces, and that's why I'm going back this far. I'm talking about childhood.
Oh yeah, that was
so you got the S dots, the Forces. This is middle school. You got the wet and wavy ponytails. You got all the costume jewelry. You got the fetch dress era where we're mixing polka dots and stripes and paisley with fucking.
Paisley was one of my favorites.
Still this day I love, but I'm a pattern ass bitch. Like tribal is my shit. I love tribal,
bitch.
Anything tribal or like indigenous or how they put it, like the little different keywords that they use. These are not my words that they use. It's tribal patterns. On like, you know, when they describe things on you know, product descriptions. I love that kind of stuff. Like even on my nails, shit like that. I love that kind of design.
Absolutely.
It's so pretty. Like I like it. Just with the shapes and colors and shit like that. But back in the day, also another period that we had. So even before middle school, I'm thinking the the shiny Guessies and shit.
Oh my God. My favorite.
And the Reeboks.
Yes.
High top Reeboks.
Set. Yes.
And
remember
Jordans.
the silver
Shiny Guessies.
Shiny Guess that with the fucking red stick.
That too.
Oh,
I had the
girl.
Guess jeans that I owned was black with the pink stitching in it. I was
Oh my
hype
God, I
as
had
shit.
those too.
I was
oh
hype
my
as shit.
God.
With the little jacket. Hype as
Yes. Bitch, I will never forget. This I'm taking it back now. We're talking about true childhood moments. I will never forget. I was so hyped to wear my Guess jeans, right?
shit. I can't take it. Or your little Gap set. Remember the Gap sets?
With the
Oh,
little
bitch. The baby.
And I definitely had my Gap shirt. I definitely had on my little Guess jeans, my little Gap shirt. Bitch, I was so hyped to wear my shit.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't able to really get outside all day. Finally got outside, trying to sneak over to the Greek picnic. Remember the Greek, y'all?
I'm done.
Trying to sneak over to the Greek picnic. Well, I made my cousin got into a bike accident. My cousin bike, for whatever reason, the brake stopped working. And we were cycling downhill. And her brake stopped working. And she's like, oh my God, I can't stop. And I'm like trying to stop behind her and she couldn't. Bitch, I flipped over her ass. And fuck the pain. I didn't even feel that shit. I was mad about my Guess jeans.
Did you fuck up the jeans? Damn.
Fuck the pain. I didn't feel that shit. I was mad about my Guess jeans. And I was mad because I knew my mom was going to whip my ass. Because she told me I could fuck that set up.
Yeah, them be the days when
I was upset.
when you know mama finna fuck your ass up, them be the days. You got.
I was like, Baba has a little decent.
I'm trying to think about. Remember? Oh my gosh. So even further than that. So now we did the early 2000s. We did a little bit before that. We did like mid 90s per se, because that's when we was in like grade school.
Yeah.
Even but when we first got off the porch, I'm talking about when Knickers first came out. Gap had the Knickers, Knickerbockers, Capris. It
First
was
of all,
Sergio jeans.
Knickers was my shit.
It was what
I
before
used to
that
love
the jelly sandals. My favorite thing when we was little was belly shirts and jelly sandals. I used to love that. And my little culotte sets that
First
my
of
grandma
all,
used to put me in.
Don't start y'all shit, but booty shorts and culottes was my shit.
Booty shorts.
Now, my
there
mother-
was no in between.
My mother appropriately transitioned me into booty shorts, okay? So when y'all what y'all not gonna do is do me, cause my mother appropriately transitioned me into booty shorts. I married my mother. My mom wore booty shorts. We was like the only mother-daughter pair in the hood with matching booty shorts, and we was known for that. Because unfortunately, I was shaped like my mother. I had a little young. We was a little young Charlie and Tammy.
I'm done.
Okay, that's who we was, bitch. My mama had a little booty shorts on. I had my little booty shorts on, bitch. We used to walk down the street.
I can't. I'm hollering. I'm hollering on the inside.
That's the fuck we did, bitch. And like you not just do the weird. Yes, she's with me when she wears them and her butt is not showing. Just because they was booty shorts, all my booty meat wasn't out. My little booty butt wasn't out.
I'm hollering. Yeah, it's a difference.
They
like
were just short enough, like just to, you know.
I remember you ever be young and one of your family members make a comment about your clothes, but it's like, if my mom fucking put me in this and she bought it for me, why do you have anything to say?
And that's
my mom literally was the first person, just like her, to buy me my first pair of short shorts. Back in the day when we had those little two-piece sets that came out that was velour, when you had the little zip up in the front with the little you had your little tank top and your little shorts that go with it. I had a white set and a pink set. She bought both sets for me, and guess what? I had a pair of sneakers to get with both of them, and that was it. Like, that was back when the G Units was popping and the S dots was popping.
You know what's crazy? I always hated G Units. I never.
Oh, that was my shit.
G-Units.
I like them.
Coming up, I had a cousin and an aunt who loved G Units coming up. I had a best friend in school. She loved G Units. She had like the G Units in every fucking pair. I'm like, I don't like those.
Yeah,
I was a fan of.
They had different ones, and I had both pairs. They had different ones, and I had both pairs in different colors.
I begged my mom for them fucking S-Dot Carters. I'm like, Mom,
that's one speaker I did beg for because I felt like they was just average looking to me.
And looking back on them, they definitely was. They were
It was.
fucking ugly. Looking back on them, I don't know why I fucking wanted them, to be
Yeah,
honest.
I didn't want them.
You know, no shade to Sean, but them doing was not it. I don't know why I wanted them. I'm under them, but
They was out with the baby fat coats and all that shit like
Yo,
that.
I
Darion
definitely
had
had
that
one.
for 2 seconds. I really actually had a
Definitely
pair of
had baby
Darion.
fat Did you?
Yes, I had a pair of Darion.
I fucking
and I only wore them
You was
twice.
taking your little derriere and the Darions.
Honestly, that was the best thing that was on the rack. No bullshit.
Really?
The denim shorts and it was the shorts with the little logo on one.
I fucking hated Darion.
And it was I had a pair of Bermuda shorts that had.
Does she still continue that brand?
I hope not.
I think at one point I think she was
And
continuing
you can tell this is back when I used to love
a
Beyonce.
couture line of Darion. Yeah,
I used to love Beyonce
thing too, and I hated the.
And I love Eve too because I had a pair of fetish jeans too.
I
actually
wanted
had a pair of fetish jeans.
I think I had a fetish jersey.
I had a pair of fetish jeans, like
Like
yeah, I
t-shirt,
support it.
stuff like that.
Support it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a lot.
Although
of my
looking
childhood
back, that
memories.
line was corny. But Eve, I love you.
Her jeans was cute though. Her jeans was better than Beyonce jeans.
Look, I never got a pair, but thinking back now,
I had a
I
plain
do
pair of
agree
blue
with that.
jeans, and the F was pink. That was it, and it had a little.
I
pink
do
line, that
agree
was
with
it.
that. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
they
do
was
agree
real
with that.
simple. They wasn't like extra. You know.
Yeah, I felt like Beyonce jeans was doing too much. I felt like fucking.
Oh yeah, a lot of them. But the pair that I had literally was only blue with regular stitching. It was none of that extra shit.
I feel like her stitching was
shit.
always so. I'm like, I like this thick
ass
ass
stitching,
gold
yep.
stitching. I'm like, I don't like that. I
Yeah.
fucking hated that.
Mhm.
I was like, this is not my style, and I hated it. And again, these were back in the days when
Bitch.
I loved Beyonce.
How the fuck did we skip gauchos?
Oh my, are those gauchos? Oh, bitch! But wait a minute.
Oh my God!
Wait a minute. Gauchos
Gauchos was the
it.
shit.
Like
Whether you
the
had the
late
short
90s.
Johns or the long
The late
ones.
90s, but by the time we got to the 2000s,
No, they was still
In the
they was still.
mid-2000s?
No,
Oh,
they
no,
still
bitch.
was alright in 2000s.
oh no, bitch, I was coming at you by the time we got into the mid 2000s. By the time we got to 06,
Not the middle.
07,
Yeah,
I was
06, 07, they wasn't a thing.
I was busy.
But 01, 02, 03, you
Oh, yeah,
definitely
that's what I
could have
said.
caught somebody in the pair
late
of gauchos.
90s, late 90s, very early 2000s. By 03, gauchos had to stop.
But it's so funny and it's so weird to me because you don't know what always would be in style. Wild leg jeans. I love them, especially when
I
you
definitely
got
need a
the
pair
right
right now.
pair. When you got the
It has to be the right pair, yeah.
they got to be
They can't be super dramatic. And like not
Well,
the wide legs with the different fringes and all that shit. Had like we're
That's
not doing
just
all
not
that.
our style. I'll say that.
Yeah, because you
For
see
me.
a lot of the celebrities with the different. Because I see like Von Dutch is trying to make its way back.
And that's a no. That was how we skipped that era. Inichi, Vine Dutch.
Yeah.
What else was South Pole,
I hated
Baby
South Pole.
Fat?
I never was a big Von Dutch fan though. Like I like
I
the
had an
hat.
apple bottoms coat.
I like the Von Dutch.
I had
hat,
an apple
but outside
bottoms
of
coat. I
that,
had a Vine Dutch hat too.
I wasn't really a fan of
And
it.
a little
I
bit.
didn't like apple bottoms. Like I said, I did have a baby fat jacket. I had
I had an apple
I had
bottoms
the
cat
gold
coat.
one with the big.
I got an apple
big
bottoms
fur
coat
with it.
because I didn't want a baby fat coat. That's exactly why I got it. Because
Oh, wow.
everybody was walking in the hall with that nut ass cat on their back. I didn't want to be, and everybody who was pregnant had that coat too.
That definitely was the
pregnant-
Rockaware joint. That was the pregnancy coat.
That's why I was just like, yeah. Powder blue Rockaware suit, like
Yeah.
baby blue powder wear, yeah.
Yeah.
So those were
Damn.
our eras, like even the Rockaware suits, the fucking Juicy Couture velour sweatsuits.
Because J-Lo was famous for them fucking velour sweatsuits. Them J-Lo sweatsuits.
First of all, how they
bitch.
was trying to make a comeback a little bit, I've seen it, and I think
If they are. This
winter they
I'm
gonna
gonna
come
give
back
you
again.
some.
No, I'll rock a velvet dress. I don't know, maybe they might be able to give me the velvet two-piece.
Well, I'm about to say you gonna do a velvet two-piece, but not a fucking sweatsuit.
I would do a velvet if it was like a little midget joint. First of all, let me tell y'all gonna get all this two-piece work. I don't give a fuck what season it is.
A sweatsuit is the same thing. A sweatsuit is actually a two-piece, so you might.
But I'm just
go ahead
saying
and sweatsuit.
midriff. Like I don't even
So
want
we
it to
can
be
do
a
both.
whole
We can do a hoodie in the sweatpants, and we can do the little midriff. That can be a thing, and then you can do a little jacket. You can have a nice little cute jacket with the midriff in the sweatpants. I would definitely wear that. So when you out, you can be out, zip up when you get in there. When you get open, bam, you got the sexy look. Yes. Go ahead, y'all. Go ahead and put it in. So for all your designers, Milano, I know you probably gonna do this, and I've been trying to support you because you from the hood, you from around the way for life, okay? Go ahead and do these little midriff, tight joints, midriff, velour, sweatpants. Go ahead, y'all. Come on.
Little fitted jacket.
Your little fitted jacket, come on.
Period.
Because y'all gonna do the half jackets no matter what. They're gonna do the half hood. They're gonna do that. And I want to do the whole jackets, or, and if y'all fuck
crop jackets. I like
not even just that. Y'all can do the velour jackets without the hood with the midriff tops too, make it a 3-piece. They're making like a track joint, but velour, like how the track jackets used to be.
With a little tube top underneath?
Yeah.
Or you put a little sexy little bralette and zip it like this.
Look at us giving them the little... Yeah, absolutely.
Little body chain.
I was also thinking about too, the like the soft version of the Letterman jackets too.
I'm all for it. I love a Letterman. I'm for it. Honestly, I do. I want a bomber this winter anyway. A brand new bomber. That's the type of shit I like.
Little concept.
Dickie fight jackets. Oh God.
I'm
giving y'all all the gold.
The one-piece Dickies was definitely a thing.
They were.
I never got to replicate myself one. But
the beef and broccoli, the beef and broccoli era, the iced tea Tim era, because there was a cinnamon / iced tea Tim era. Because I definitely used to like them. They was back in the day. Colorful Tims didn't come back until recently, but it's only certain colors I feel like.
And I hate them now.
It's only certain colors that's nice. I feel like you can really pull off. Honestly, for me, yes, it is. It is. Because, I don't know, I seen somebody with them olive greens on, they pulled that shit off right. That shit was...
Olive green Tims you can definitely pull off with a look, but I in general, I don't like Timberland boots.
Oh, Tims at all?
Yeah, no.
I mean, I haven't bought a pair in like 10 years. Literally.
Yeah, I don't like them generally.
I haven't bought a pair in 10 years, honestly.
It's definitely been longer than that. I think it's probably been longer.
It's been, I know at least, I know it's been longer than that, but I'm just saying, I know I haven't definitely bought a pair in that.
I feel like, because for women, I feel like Uggs that came in and kind of took over.
And I didn't even like those when they first came out.
I hated Uggs when they first came out. I really did. And I'm like kind of hooked on them, and now it's just like every fucking winter, I definitely need to at least get me a pair of new Uggs, because.
And then my extra ass will never buy a pair of classics. I just refuse.
That's because that was the first pair I wore. I'll never buy them again. I got them out the way for a reason.
Ugh, we need more shit.
We do. They still like hell bent on these slippers.
They look comfy though. I have never bought a pair, but they look comfy. Cause I feel like
they are. I didn't think I would like them, but I received them as a gift.
Oh no, I'm not talking about the sandal ones. They're not for me. I personally don't like them. I think they look like where the wild things are, just with your toes out in the front. I feel like they make your feet stink. I don't know, just something about that hot ass material with your toes out that just don't go well with me. I will never buy them.
The enclosed slipper though is definitely comfortable.
I will do the enclosed one. They just not for me. I just felt like everybody just like, God damn.
Yeah.
It's not for the summers. I wouldn't wear those.
They're not. Yeah, they're not for that. Actually, I don't really wear mine outside.
But how come I see everybody outside?
That they make them that you know, the hard bottom so that you can. But I really rarely do. And then it gotta be like a super late night. It's on some shit where like I kind of, oh damn, I forgot I fucking had these on some being in the house and knowing I gotta run outside real quick on some Russian shit. But it's never like no. I literally put on something else. Like I don't plan to wear my slippers outside. I'm not one of those people.
Yeah, I don't plan to do that either. Yeah, but they do because it's even if it slides with the fur on the top, the toe. Excuse me.
Yeah, no.
I'm burping because of this whiskey. Excuse me, y'all. I don't want to be rude.
Well, not the whiskey.
It's making me burp a little bit. But as far as for the childhood memories, I think we talked about that a lot. Mm-hmm. We did. So what specific part of the past would you relive for just 1 week? Honestly, I don't know whether to pick between college and middle school. Because I feel like those were very... High school was lit, don't get me wrong. And honestly, I went to 2 different high schools. So for me personally, it was I had like...
Well, for me, it definitely wouldn't be elementary school because I went to 4 different middle school, elementary schools already. So it definitely wouldn't be elementary school.
Elementary school, I skipped around entirely too much. But I definitely went to 2 different high schools.
But shit. I don't... To be honest, I feel like I only want to say college because that's the most recent memory that I would want to go back to. Although,
honestly,
I do remember certain things. It's certain things about high school that it's just like I wouldn't want to relive that no more. I don't think I wouldn't want to feel like that.
It's one of the most awkward times.
But you said whether you going back for a week or a period of time or whatever, it's just like what period would you pick from? And it's just like
for a week straight.
Ooh.
I'm going to have to ride with middle school. Because I ain't got to pay no bills. That's the reason why I want to go back to middle school. I ain't got to worry about bills. I really can just be who I want to be. And honestly, I feel like middle school is when you start budding and becoming who you are. And then high school kind of just like takes the training wheels off the bike and just pushes you down the hill like, bitch, go. Like, you really about to start becoming who the fuck you are now. Like, honestly, because middle school, honestly, I feel like a lot of, we were, even thinking about how my mindset was in middle school, I was very mature for my age. Very mature for my age. And I feel like a lot of people that I was around were also, at the same time, a lot of them were immature in other ways. Mm-hmm. But that just made the experience more funny because I felt like, I'm sitting here thinking about how the fuck they used to call us the class from hell. And I'm just like, yo, these adults that used to teach us probably used to go home at night mad as fuck. Yeah. Every night, and they probably look at us on social media like, yo, look at how these motherfuckers just grew up. Like, they grown ass 30-something-year-olds now. Yeah. And because I still follow one of my favorite teachers, so it's just interesting to think about that. But I think I would.
Yes, I had this one teacher. I didn't have her directly, but she was next to my homeroom, Miss Harris. A lot of my best friends had her for a homeroom teacher. She used to have this raspy ass voice. She used to come. Now she was always eating sunflower seeds too. That's so funny. She used to come out there smacking. That's how her fucking voice sound. Get out the hallway! Get in the class! It was like, I know you was a miserable old bag that wasn't getting no dick. You know what's crazy? I actually saw one of my old MTAs from middle school. She used to go to one of the old churches. They used to come visit my church growing up, and I used to see her occasionally growing up like, oh shit, what's up? You mean this shit in school, but you nice outside and shit because you know God. So I always thought she was nice because she knew God.
Just like I saw one of my old people from middle school. Remember, she was one happened to be one of your close friends of one of your family members. Remember that? And I was like, yo, that was my fucking old head. Yo, it's crazy. I never knew this bitch coming up, but yo, like. It's crazy. Life is crazy. I was like, yo, that was my old head. Like, she used to give me the fucking snacks before school. Like,
and then you know what's crazy is because like I don't know the work, the employee side of her. I'm like, I just know my ghetto with aunt, so it was just like, bitch, she was what? I didn't even know that side of her. I don't know the hospitable side of her because she's my getaway.
She who came in that motherfucker.
I know my crazy ass. That's who the fuck I met.
we got them snacks popping. I knew that. Okay, clean black.
Hey, auntie. But I don't know. I think, to be honest, only because college was so recent, I would naturally choose college. But now that you're talking a lot about middle school, because there's some spaces that right now, literally in the moment, I'm struggling with trying to remember. Mm-hmm. I would want to go back just to kind of get that memory.
Me too.
It's and you know what I do? The big thing I do remember my graduation. Like I remember like going around getting my graduation, my yearbook, and getting different people to sign. Cause my middle school yearbook is the only yearbook that I have signed. My high school yearbook, nobody signed anything because I got my yearbook the day before I went to the graduation, and right after graduation I was the fuck going. I did not want to wait for anything. I didn't want to have no celebration. I was so fucking tired of high school and ready to graduate. I didn't even want to celebrate graduating.
Yeah, I don't have any yearbooks at all. I don't have not one single fucking yearbook. All I have is my cap from high school and my cap from college. And in high school was even like big thing for me because it was like I did my last 2 years of high school with people I didn't even really know like that. So it was like 11th and 12th grade. It was like a smack in the face, like, oh shit, this is a completely different world. And then you got all your motherfucking friends from the time, but I didn't even go to their prom, so it really was like a detachment there. Mm-hmm. But I do have, you know, friends and people, friendships, and I do have connections with people there. But it was different from the world that I had before then, because these are the people I went to middle school with. Some of these people I met in 5th grade. It was like coming from a city, even because after fifth grade on, I was in the counties, and I went further out for my education as I got older. And it was just like, it went from Philadelphia to Delaware County to Montgomery County. Then it was like, oh bitch, now you 5 hours away in Indiana University of Pennsylvania. See you later, bye. So it was like different groups of people. So I'm just like, fuck this. I ain't going to a prom. I just got here. Like, I'm going to prom with niggas I knew since I was in since I was yay high. Like, it felt more appropriate. I didn't feel like I was going to enjoy myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't feel like I was going to enjoy myself. And me and my mom wasn't seeing eye to eye, but, you know, it worked out in the end.
That's how I felt, even though like, when I was in high school, Unfortunately, a lot of my middle school paperwork got messed up from my counselor, so none of my high school applications actually got shipped off. So I was actually kind of forced to go to the neighborhood high school.
Got you.
And I didn't realize that until like towards the middle of the year of my ninth grade, my freshman year in high school. By the time I got to the end, we were moving. My mom was like, well, you know, your route is going to be a little bit more longer. It's going to be extended. You know, are you going to consider going to high school closer to where we are in the area that we were living in? I'm like, no. I already had built my relationships and my friendships here.
Right, yeah.
With
so you want to
individuals, and I'm like, and I also still have friends who carried over from middle school that I already had friends here. Then I built more friendships here during my ninth grade year. Like, I'm like, I don't want to leave.
Like me.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to leave, so I remained there. So although my trip to school every morning was long, I didn't give a fuck. It was worth. My friends at the time were worth it. Because I had so much fun, and I'm actually, no matter what, I'm glad I went to the high school that I went to. Like, I don't know what kind of memories I would have had elsewhere, but it is what it is. I made the decision to stay, and that's what I did. Like, you know,
I wish I could have made that decision, but my black ass had to go. My black ass said that I had to go.
I didn't
with my mom
move counties. I just moved to a different part of the city.
Yeah, I moved
thankfully for me,
really
because
far.
I didn't move to a different county.
I did.
I still had the decision on whether I wanted to continue going. So
yeah, that shit.
That's
crazy.
what I did. So I probably would. I mean, I want to remember some things from middle school, so I want to grab that. But I want to cheat a little bit and say that college was so fucking fun. I definitely got to do a week from.
I would want to do it. Yeah, honestly, yeah. I don't know about a week from college is necessary.
Because again, like you said, in middle school we didn't have bills. Well, in college I didn't really have real bills either. Although we had bills, we didn't have real bills because you know it was kind of like parents still helping
until my last year because that rent
it was that rent that was kind of helping
bitch, and I wasn't getting no refunds, bitch. I had to work. I actually had to work to enter my college career money.
It's like, yeah, I think I will be having that freedom of not having your parents and not having to and being able to drink and you know do certain things on your own, not having to
go to parties, dress up, travel when you wanted.
Like it was good. College was a big thing.
It was times when I came back home because you know our school was a long. Our school was a minute up the pike and shit like that. So. It was weekends we came home. We didn't even see our parents.
Yeah.
Like, we would,
my mom complained about this.
All the time. She feels like she lost so much time with me. I know she do. But it's just like, I needed that to become who I am. It was like, I needed to be able to function in this world. Because honestly, like, that really, like, built me the fuck up. Like, this was a good topic.
Yeah, I definitely think that college taught me a lot. Like, we went through a lot of shit.
We need a college segment on this joint.
We definitely
need a college segment.
I think we should definitely. We're going to bring a few of our college friends
up here
on here, and I think it'll be a dope segment just to kind of sit back. We'll probably throw some questions in there to just kind of pick out the pocket, and we just kind of bid off of them.
Yeah,
some questions. I think that'll be a good topic for y'all to meet some of our college friends and get to know us a little bit to kind of see where we come from,
or just to get to know the college culture for whoever is watching or whatever like that.
Because it's a different. Speaking of college culture, because a big thing that always made me want to go to college, and again, I've literally binge watched this show twice already, like literally from episode 1 to the end, A Different World. I was so in love with that show as a kid because my mom was a big fan of the show. Because remember, towards the end seasons, I think it's 6 seasons of the show, I believe. Towards those end seasons, it was in the 90s where it was ending up at. So I was actually watching the show with my mom. I was watching the last few seasons,
but I can't tell you,
with my mom. So college was always something that was like in my head, and we always like kind of talked about it like ongoing. I literally remember from elementary school, from the time watching that show from elementary school, I always wanted to go to college.
It's just so funny that I actually went up going to the college that my mom went to, and then my dad. It's funny. I went to IUP, and my dad went to Pitt. It's just like, oh shit.
And that's interesting that you say that, because although I ended up going to my neighborhood school and I wasn't supposed to because my applications got messed up, both of my parents went to the same high school, and that's the same high school where they met. It wasn't
my mom went to Grants and my dad went to Central.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
what
happens.
happened that day, but it did. So we got a couple.
Let's say North
We got a couple of Philadelphia love stories.
Yes, bitch.
Little couple of what year did your parents graduate high school?
My dad graduated high school in 79. I know that for sure. So my mom had to graduate high school. If he graduated in 79, 80, 89, 80, so she graduated. No, but my mom graduated a year early. Oh shit, 80, 81. She might have graduated 81 or something like that. My mom went to high school. I know my mom went to college
Okay.
at 17. She graduated early, like how you did. She went early.
Okay.
My mom was
so they
always
actually
here.
graduated about a decade earlier than my parents. My dad graduated in 86. I'm sorry, 85. My mom graduated in 88.
Gotcha.
So yeah. So and we all graduated from the same high school. So I could say I'm literally out of their 3 children. I'm the only child that went to their high school alma mater. So I have a lot of pride when it comes to being my parents' first child. I was like I was their sweetheart baby. It was high school sweethearts and all that. They got married right out of high school. So I'll take a week of high school. But you know what? I'm a cheat. I'll take a week of middle school, a week of high school, and a week of college.
Fuck you. Anywho, we were supposed to choose. Psych, no.
Don't I had to really choose.
I'm going to middle school. I'm going to
I can't
school.
choose. Can I split up my week? It's 7 days in a week.
I'm going to middle school.
I can't split my week
A
up.
week straight, I'm going to middle school. I'm going the fuck to middle school.
If I could split my week up, I would definitely do Sunday. I'll go to elementary school. I'll spend 2 days in middle school, 2 days in high school, and 2 days in college.
Anywhere. She just pissed me off with the splitting up the week that we didn't see.
I'm doing what we call it in Cobra. I'm doing a hybrid split.
I hate you. So yeah. That was really all we had for y'all this
That
week, though.
concludes the night.
But
Yes.
we do want to get into our bosses of the week, and we want to shout them out proudly. So we're going to start with
Isn't the first one? Didn't you meet him? And don't you know from high school?
bow. Actually, I don't. I know him from my college days.
College
of
days, okay.
being
So
out
both
of
from
school
college.
and working. Yeah, both were from college.
Okay, great.
So from being out of college and working, and then working my way back into it, we both saw each other come up in the grind.
Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces.
He's doing so excellent. My homie Ricky Codio, one of the best
Ricky!
photographers ever. He's been in Essence. He's had a lot
Come
of.
on, Essence.
I think he was in Essence. Am I lying? I don't think I'm lying about that. I think he definitely was in Essence. He was in the
Okay.
magazine. He was definitely in the magazine.
Well, check his page out to see exactly where he was featured specifically. Ricky Codio is all one name on Instagram.
Yes, it is.
RICKY
He has a
CODIO.
He has a wedding page and all that. So he definitely
Absolutely.
he does maternity shoots, family, all that. He does everything.
Yes.
So see him out. See him out. Check him out.
Seek him out, check him out, seek him and check him. Seek him and check him. That's what we want y'all to do. Seek him and check. What?
What's your name?
Seek him and check. Me? Are you embarrassed? First of all of the fucking animations that you was doing and ad-libs that you was doing earlier, you're not gonna be embarrassed by any shit. I know she lying to me. Anyway, so yes, please check out that first boss of the week that we have presented to you guys. He takes excellent pictures, and actually the second boss of the week is a female that we have that we also went to college with as well. And she is also a photographer, in the community, and she has a plus size boutique for women.
Yes.
Also to be
Shop
featured, so we want you to check
With
her out.
ETC.
Yes. Shop with ETC, and ETC stands for
Is it
Embrace.
Embrace
the
the
curves.
curves. Yes.
So for those of our plus size, and not even necessarily plus size women, for those of
Curvy
you slim
women,
women who are curvy, because I'm a
shapely.
slim woman
Yep.
who is shapely. Like, you don't have to be necessarily on the plus side or on the bigger side to be curvy. You guys, we want you to check her out. So that is Shop with ETC. That is Embrace the Curves on Instagram, all one word.
She has
And check her out.
accessories, all types of fun stuff. She has
little
bags,
earrings, little
everything.
bag. Yeah, I like that.
Yep.
That's dope.
And she's also a photographer too. You know.
So if you're seeking those services from a woman because you want a more feminine perspective,
then
you can
holla
check her
at
out for those services as well. She
Absolutely.
does weddings, baby showers, and
I've seen
gender
her.
reveal shoots and things like that. So we want you to check her out. So check
Yes.
out both of those, Ricky Codio, and Shop with ETC. Those are our bosses of the week for this week. So check them out. Go into the community and seek them for their services if you guys need them.
tobewed.xco. Just want to put that out there. So yeah.
That's our Instagram page. So that's the Instagram page for Shop with ETC. It's to be wed period XC.
That's the photography version.
That is her photography page for Shop with ETC. So check them both out for services. We know it's the fall time coming up, so it's a lot. I know it's going to be some fall weddings, although we're not too sure about how this variant is going to play us with the upcoming season. We still know y'all going to do your thing with putting these events on. So y'all going to need some photographers to do those pretty pictures of you guys so we can show them and blast them on Instagram. So check them out.
Check them out. Yeah, and that's pretty much all we have for this week. So we'll
That's
see
a wrap,
y'all on the
you
flip
guys.
side. That's a wrap.
We'll see y'all on the flip side.
Oh, we got some surprises coming for y'all. Some interviews and shit like that. So y'all already know where to find us. Make sure y'all checking us out every week with the raw, the real, bringing you the freshness, the dopeness, and it is Sunkiss_Chart.
Bitch, and I'm Miss Period Lomax, and together we are
To each his own.
Don't forget to subscribe to our podcast and comment a review below to tell us how you guys like the episode.
To each his own. 215 Pod.
Thank you. See y'all later. Check it out.
Peace.